I don't watch his shiurim because it makes me depressed. Because he's too smart. Serious, it gets very Eliyahu. Okay, he's too smart. I can't do it. All right, guys. There's no sponsor for tonight, so therefore we're going to dedicate the shiur. Obviously, what else? For the Hayalim, for our brothers and our sisters to have success. They're about to go into Gaza any minute now. We shouldn't lose any more people, and the Torah that we learn should go for their success. We're going to finish it now. If you weren't here last week, here's the recap, okay? We are on page... We're going to be on page 8 in 1 second.
Page 8?
Yeah. We'll just do a recap so everybody knows what we're talking about, and we'll finish up the whole topic now. The Gemara said that a Bet Knesset, we have to have respect for the Bet Knesset. Right? So the Gemara says, we're going to be on page 8 in 1 second. Well, we're talking now the Gemara. The Gemara gives examples, and the Gemara says, page 8 we're going to be on. Batei Knesiyot from page 2, I'm just recapping. From Batei Knesiyot, en noagim bahen kalot rosh, you don't fool around. En ochlin bahen, you don't eat. En shotin bahen, you don't drink in them. Ve'en niotin bahem, you don't make yourself good, looking good, like makeup. Ve'en mitaylim bahem, or just hanging out in them. Ve'en nechasim bahem hama b'nei hama b'geshamim b'nei geshamim, or you don't escape to a shul because it's so hot outside and you want to run inside just to get some cool, some AC, or the opposite.
It's not as much tefillah.
Okay, so
let's say afternoon 1 o'clock.
So
they're outside.
It doesn't matter if it's man tefillah or not, but we have to talk about which part of the Bet Knesset we're talking about. If you run into the hallway, is that a disgrace? Not bizayon. The Bet Knesset is the actual ulam, and so we're going to have to talk about this in 1 second. But now we're just talking very general from the Mishnah. So the Mishnah said we don't drink and we don't eat in the Bet Knesset. And then we had the statement of Rava. Rava said, Talmidei Hachamim, the Bet Midrash is like their house. So they could do whatever they want. If they're a rabbi and they learn all day long in the Bet Midrash, and they're in Kolel or Yeshiva, then they can eat and drink and sleep or do whatever they want in the Bet Midrash because it's just like their house. That's one statement. And then we had another story the Gemara brought, the story of Rabbi Zera, and who was the other rabbi? Rabbi Zera and Rabina, I think it was. Maybe I'm wrong. How they were walking outside learning, and it started raining on their heads. Yeah, Rabina and Abada. I got the one I got right. This is not the one I thought I got right. Rabina and Abada were outside, said the Gemara, they were learning, and it started raining, and they ran into the shul. And then they made an announcement. We only ran in the shul not to escape the rain. We would never run into the shul to be an umbrella. We ran in the shul only because you have to have focus when you study Torah. So now, Rambam, like we said last week, Rambam Maimonides says that a Talmid Hacham, a rabbi, and a Kolel boy, and a Yeshiva boy are only allowed to drink and eat in a Bet Midrash, bedohak. If it's a dohak, Yeshua's favorite word. If it's a dohak, we have no other choice. But if they have another choice, they could eat at home or drink at home, then they cannot eat in the shul, according to Rambam. Why? Says the Bet Yosef, because of the story of the Geshem. The story of the Geshem is a proof. Rabina and Abada made an announcement. We only ran into the shul because we were learning Torah. Why'd you have to say that? You're a rabbi. We just said rabbis can go in the shul whatever they want. It's like your house. The answer is, Rambam learned from this, the proof is the story. The answer is that it's only b'sha'at dahak and rain doesn't count. We're going to be on page 8 in 1 second. Now I'm just doing Hazara outside. The Tur doesn't say the word dahak. He says, a rabbi.
What's dahak?
Dahak means it's a pressing circumstance. You have no other choice. Huh?
Urge. Dahak is urge.
Urge. Okay. Yeah, it means it's urgent. Let's say urgent. Yeah.
No? Huh?
Ma?
He's tired.
You're very thirsty. That's a dahak. Yeah,
Not thirsty. Tired, maybe low.
that's for sure dahak, for sure. And so the Tur doesn't say the word dahak, which means the Tur seems like he holds that the rabbi or the yeshiva boy can drink and eat as much as they want.
Not in the Knesset.
In the Bet Knesset, in the Bet Midrash. L'fi the Tur. Rambam says the word dahak. The Tur doesn't say the word dahak. We had the Prisha. The Prisha argues in the Bet Yosef. And the last thing we did last week was the Bayit Hadash. The Prisha. The Bayit Hadash also argues in the Bet Yosef. So now let's see halakha l'ma'aseh. Manashu Haruch is strict like the Rambam, and he says you could only eat or drink if it's a dahak. Page 8 on the top. Mishnah Berurah. Mishnah Berurah is the Hafetz Chaim. What does he say? Le'echol v'lishtot v'hu adin l'ishan deshari. For a rabbi, they could even sleep in the shul. Abal asok kapandaria, to make the shul a shortcut because you're trying to get to Chandler and you're in the back. Oh, why should I walk around? Like go right through the shul? Or likanes peim v'hamam pnei hamam v'gashimim v'gashimim v'fol haning to the kaman v'chol against sehok v'hitul v'siha betila asurim. Says the Hafetz Chaim, only eating, drinking, and sleeping. All the other things, fooling around, running in from the rain, running in from the sun, no. Even if you're a rabbi. Mishnah Berurah. Page 8 on the top, Mishnah Berurah. Ashkenazi. What? Oh, in the top of the Mishnah, on the Vav, yeah. The Atu Tamidei Hachamim Enu Uzhar Amorei Hamikdash. Says the Hafetz Chaim, how could you say a rabbi still has to? He doesn't have to fear the Mikdash. He doesn't have to have to respect. Midorhak, because the Mishnah Berurah is now commenting on the Shulchan Aruch's word. Shulchan Aruch puts the word dorhak in there, just like the Rambam. Hainu shehaya makom dahuk letalmidim, says the Mishnah Berurah. It's an urgent situation for the students. They have to eat there. They need to eat. Magen Avraham katav de la'anashim halomidim sham bekibiut le'olam shat hadahaku. Magen Avraham writes, if you learn in the yeshiva all day long, it's always shat hadahak. You have to drink. If you're going to say, no, go home and eat, go home and drink, it's going to be bitul Torah. And so therefore, what do you want me to do? Want me to go home and leave the shul just to drink? You want me to waste time? No, that's a shat hadahak.
Oh, but that's second session. What do you mean?
If it's in, that's why. If it's intercession, maybe. If it's in middle of lunch break, we have a question. But if it's the seder, if it's the zman of the seder, the feed of Magen Avraham, that's a shat hadahak. About if they're not learning now, it's not seder, it's break in the Bet Midrash. Asurim le'echol v'lishtot sham. Then they can't do this anymore. You lost the dahak. And a lot of Aharonim agree. And so therefore, happened to me when I was in yeshiva, when I was in Lakewood learning in the big yeshiva there. Sometimes I would go there on a Sunday, not a Sunday, on a Ben Azmanim, on a day that there's no yeshiva that day. But I still am allowed to go in. That's not a seder, or I'm going in to talk to someone, I'm going in to do something. That's not a shat hadahak anymore. Don't do your personal business in there.
Yeshiva, special place for the offering. Place to eat.
True, very true. Yeah. Next Mishnah Berurah. Ve'yosh omrim bebet midrash. After kiddushat bet midrash hamura yoter bebet knesset kilel kamam besiman kufnun gimel sif aleph. Even though bet midrash is holier than the bet knesset, a place of learning is holier than a shul. Sevirale the Marash Shulchan holds the Inyan Hachamim v'Talmidehem regarding the rabbis who study. That they always learn there. In the shul, it's allowed even more. In the Bet Midrash, they're allowed shalom b'dohak. Because the base medrash is your house. The Bet Midrash is your house. Not only eating and drinking, like we said before, even sleeping.
But we have today Bet Midrash and Bet Knesset together in one place.
Yeah, so if you're a Talmid Chacham, for sure, that's my house, right? Let's see the Kafahayim. So this was the Mishnah. Huh? Let's see. Kafahayim now.
I was one time in shop to transfer something, maybe years ago. Rabbi gave me something to give to the helper of the Rab shop.
Really?
Yeah, maybe 30 years ago.
Wow.
no, 35 here maybe. So we go over there. We see the yeshiva. Yeah, yeshiva.
Panovich.
כן, בבני ברק. יש ישיבה של נערים,
Yeah.
פול נערים.
Yeah.
נראה בישיבה של מבוגרים.
Yeah.
כולל לומדים, אז יש להם קפה ומעשנים גם.
Yeah, they drink. Yeah, they smoke also. Yeah. Yeah. Mutale Hashem, ken. Yeah, you're allowed. Kafahim. Kafahim is Sephardi, obviously. Ve'en ochlim ve'sochim bahem. Asur, maybe shtei v'shotim. Asur l'shtot mayim b'beit ha'knesset u'b'beit ha'mikdash mi she'en lo tamid hakam. If you're not a rabbi or you don't study, you cannot eat or drink in the Beit Midrash or the Beit Knesset, says the Kafahim. And who is it says this? The Maharash ben Atashpat says this. That's his quoting. The Kafahim always quotes people. When you read the Kafahim, be careful. Don't just read the first line and say, oh, that's what he holds. He quotes rabbis first and then at the end. So he's quoting the Tashbats. What is the custom now? I guess in Iraq. Everyone drinks in the shul, says the Kafahim. Everyone drinks water in the shul. Who says this? So in Morocco, I guess they drink in the shul. If you're sitting down in the shul to learn, even if you're not a kolel, you're a regular worker, you go to the Beit Knesset, you open up a book, you're allowed. Even though you're not a rabbi, shari. So therefore, you don't have to get up. Drink your drink while you're learning. We don't want you to get up and stop learning. And so it says the Hida and the Kafahim, even if you're not a rabbi, you're learning now in the shul, it's your house for the next few minutes. We're gonna do it. בסוף. ואין אוכלים ושותים בהם. והוא הדין בעזרה, says the Kafahim. So too in the Azara, in the hallway. Because sometimes they pray in the hallway. So if it's an area where they no, it's not Nashim Betach. Azara in the area outside the shul, because sometimes they pray there. If it says the Kafahim now. Hold on, let's finish. About Pardes, the garden, that's around the shul, and Kiddusha Kla. There's no Kiddusha. Who says this? The Maharib Basan. And the Mahazik Beracha, which is the Hida also. And so what does he say? If it's a place where they sometimes pray, it's like a shul. Our hallway, we never pray in the hallway. Except for people who are late. It's not really a place. We don't really have minyan ever in that. The midrash, I would say we pray in this sometimes. Yeah. The hallway here in my shul and deal, we always used to pray in the hallway. Minyan in the hallway because it's overflowing.
People that come late.
Yeah, but not a minyan. And so therefore, the hallway would not be considered part of the shul because they don't pray in there. And so therefore, it would be allowed if it's raining to run into the shul just to go in the hallway, but not into the Beit Knesset. Let's go on. There's Kafahim. Ben Ish Hai. Ben Ish Hai says, Beit Knesset to Beit Midrash Nikra Mikdash Me'at. It's called a mini Beit Mikdash. Dichtiv. Va'ahi lahem Mikdash Me'at. Elu Beit Knesiyot Beit Midrashot. V'chadvu Poskim right. Page 9. The mitzvah l'yireh min hamikdash, it's a mitzvah to fear the temple. This mitzvah noheg b'beit haknesset or beit hamidrash min deoraita. This mitzvah is from the Torah, applies to a shul. Right? It's a big chidush. Yeah, but mideoraita, it's a chidush. V'lachen ra'ui le'izaher b'chvodam. You have to be careful in the beit midrash and the beit knesset of the Ben Ish Hai. To sit there with fear and trepidation. People that joke around in the Beit Knesset, the pasuk says in Yeshaya, who asked you to come here? Get out of here. Very strong. Zohar HaKadosh says it's a big punishment for people who joke around. People who use the shul for personal things, not for holy things. Nonsense. Secular things. Zohar says they have no portion in Hashem. Very strong words. ופירשנו הכוונה על דרך מה שכתב בפיקי יהודה, במאמר אחאב כפר באלוהי ישראל, והיינו כי הקדוש ברוך הוא נקרא אלוהי ישראל, Hashem is called אלוהי ישראל, מפני שאין ביניהם שם בשר אמצעי, because there's no middleman in Judaism, only us to Hashem, אבל לגבי אומות העולם נקרא אלוהי האלוהים. אלוהי האלוהים is for the goyim, because they have Elohim Ahidim, and then on top of Elohim Ahidim they have Elohim. But for us, there's no Elohei Elohim, just Elohim.
But how can you say that?
Because it says,
even if they call it Elohim, it's not.
no, but it says straight out in the Torah, Asher halak lahem Elohim, Asher halak lahem Elohim. Avodah Zarah, that Hashem allows them to stick around. Hashem has to give permission for the Avodah Zarah to stay here. Hashem lets it happen. So therefore, they have Elohim Ahidim, and then you have Elohei Elohim. This is Ben Ish Chai saying this. We have no middleman. Hashem brings the Shekhinah down here to the shul and to the Bet Midrash. So there's no middleman. It's Hashem himself. Someone who desecrates a Bet Midrash or Bet Knesset. It appears that you don't think Hashem is here.
It's only when there's a minyan in the shul, right?
It doesn't say that.
Right, so
This is Hashem's house.
only comes when there's a minyan.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. But let's just say there's a minyan. If you're joking around and doing business deals and doing all these things, do you think Hashem is here? Maybe you don't think Hashem is here. So that's why the Zohar is very strict. Very strong words. Next paragraph. Some people joke around with the kids in the shul. Or they took business or finances or stock markets. This is not called devarim betelim. It's not nonsense. Work is not nonsense. Still, you still can't talk about this stuff in the shul. Next paragraph. You don't eat and drink. Or hang out. Or adorn yourself. Some people are strict. Even drinking water, says the Ben Ish Chai. It's proper to be strict with water if you're possible. You see the pattern, Ben Ish Chai is very strict in the shul. People who come to shul to learn the Zohar is a sha'ot kodem mincha, a few hours before mincha. Sha'ot, not dakot, huh? It's in the summer, in the long summer days, they want to come early to learn. This is a big high. That's what they used to do. Sheyesh hom hadeh, it's hot outside. And so what are you supposed to do? It's boiling hot. Go to the shul, learn some Zohar until mincha. They need a drink. Don't be strict, drink, says the Ben Ish Chai. So the Ben Ish Chai is very, very strict. If you're coming to learn and you want to drink, so the same thing, if you're coming to study before Shahrit, Ezra comes before Shahrit, right? You want a cup of tea? Have a cup of tea. Tamidei Hachamim, v'tamidehem mutanim le'echov l'shtot b'knesset bedohak, says the Ben Ish Chai, he takes the word. Rabbis are allowed to drink only bedohak, when it's pressing. But in a bet midrash, mutarim al fil shlo medohak. This is the difference, Ben Ish Chai. He splits it. Yeah, but it's their house. The Ben Ish Chai splits it up, exactly. For the shul, this is your house. Eat and drink whatever you want. For the bet midrash. For the shul, that's not your house. The shul doesn't belong to the rabbi more than it belongs to you.
אתה רואה גדולים, לוקחים אפילו, הם לא יודעים שהם אוכלים את זה לפני קידוש.
You're right. He's right. They shouldn't eat candy before קידוש. He's right. He's right. Yeah, he's right. You have קידוש. How do you have the קידוש? Yeah. Is it medicine? The rabbis can sleep in the Bet Midrash, even a real sleep.
I learned that today.
Yeah,
candy that you're allowed.
Candy, but not before kiddush. Yeah, show me after. Says the Ben Ish Chai, other things they can't do. Ushtiyat ashan, drinking smoke. What is this? Shtiyat ashan.
Smoking.
It's yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I thought that's what it was. The hookah. The hookah.
No, you know why?
Huh.
Because the hookah, there's
Water. Yeah.
It goes through water. That's why it's.
So ushtiyat ashan, drinking smoke. Bichlal ashtiyat b'mutar. It's allowed in the Beit Midrash. And if it's a dohak in the Beit Knesset. והשמש של בית הכנסת, the shamash, אסור לשתות עשן בית הכנסת. The shamash, even though it's your house, but it's not your house. Okay, page 10. Now, what is the sefer? You guys should know what the sefer is. If you were with us on, what day was it? We did this. Ma sefer hazeh, page 10. Anybody know the sefer? Page 10. Yeah. Yeah. Ita is right. You know the sefer? Look, page 10. What does it say? Halichot Olam. Ita is right. This is a Chamav on the Benish High. The Chamav Adiyah, his yortzeit was 2 days ago. Huh?
It's his book.
Yeah, Halichot Olam. זה
אם הוא כתב את זה מתי שהוא היה דיין,
כן.
ולא היה לו כל הזמן זה, אז הוא היה כותב.
היה צעיר מאוד. He was very young. נהגו להקל לעשות סעודה מצווה בבית הכנסת. The custom is to be lenient and make a סעודה מצווה in the shul. Right off the bat, says the Chamav Adiyah. סעודת מצווה. סעודה. In the shul.
That if you make 9.
In mitzvah.
When you like in Bet Knesset, I told you last time, when in the other Va'am, we said 9 because we don't have place, we eat over there.
Yeah, but remember, Yeshua, the Pito Safot, the Tanai is not more ill. The Tanai doesn't work with Pito Safot. But the Tanai doesn't have.
Temporary.
Maybe. Let's see. Kegon, Seudat Siyum Mesechet. You can make a Siyum Mesechet in the shul. Or Seudat Shabbat, v'chayotze bazeh. So this is already, he's much more lenient than the Benish High. ומכל מקום, ראוי להחמיא שלא לעשות סעודה, ששותים מהם יין ושחל וכיוצא בזה בדוק בית. But don't put alcohol in the shul, not wine and not beer. You're right?
And is there in a Beit Knesset?
Yeah, the Beit Knesset.
So is this whole building considered a Beit Knesset? No?
I don't think so.
Consider the whole
Only if
building?
you pray there. Only if you pray there. The Tila Kaf Haim, the Chidah,
Right.
only if you pray in that area. Thank you. But they pray here. The ladies pray here.
Right. It's considered. For a lady,
Let's see.
maybe not.
Let's finish the halakha. Guys, ready? Yita, thank you. וכן, כל סעודה שיש בה חשש שיבוא לידי שיחוק וקלות ראש או שכרות, אין לעשותה בתוך בית הכנסת. If there's going to be joking around, drunk, don't do it in the Beit Knesset. This room we're in right now is a very big question. Honestly. This room right now is it called Beit Knesset?
Right here?
Yeah. The Nashim Mipalim.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we do Friday night here.
Originally, you need to be to cover from here up.
I knew you were going to say that.
Build the wall.
We had to build the wall.
No,
You
no.
need to be window.
I know, but Yeshua, זה משהו אחר.
You have a badge, you like to see up.
Don't have to look up.
You like to see the
You know what he
white.
say?
No look up.
He's complaining that the ladies section is too open. He wants it to be more closed.
It's too high. Rate.
Yeshua. It's okay. Yeshua, Shema. Yeshua, the matzav is what the matzav is. The bottom line is what? Mipalim over here. They pray over here. We have to see.
Max,
Shaarey Yerushalayim, it's the balcony.
Yeah.
Now they
we used to do Friday night here, all the people together.
Sometimes we do it.
All talking, laughing.
Okay, so the question is, does this room? Yeah. A blueprint.
It's original for this, go all the way.
Yeshua, they want to get married, Yeshua. They want to find ladies. Okay.
Who do that?
Come on, yo. He's gonna go off the rails. We have to see about this room that we're in. Now, let's finish the halachot. Halakha Gimel from the Halichot Olam, from Moneda and Rabbeinu Harav Ovadia Zatzal. Talmidei Chachamim ve'Avrechei Kolenim, rabbis and people who learn Kolel, halomdim beit HaKnesset. They learn in the shul all the time. Rasha'im mid dohak. There we go again with dohak. רשאים מדוחק לאכול ולשתות בתוך בית הכנסת. They can eat and drink if they have to. וכן עישון הסיגריות בתוך בית הכנסת נחשב כאכילה או שתייה לעניין זה. Smoking is like eating. No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Smoking is אוכל נפש.
What if I don't smoke? You smoke?
No.
If you smoke, it's like אוכל נפש.
Not allowed smoking.
Smoke.
So he holds that smoking before Abdallah is considered like eating.
That's a good question. Rabbi Adano asked you that question one time, remember? Rabbi Adano asked you that question one time. That's not, I don't think that's eating. I don't think. Hold on, guys, let's finish. Tonight we're finishing this thing, I don't care. Listen to this, guys. Ezra, you ready? Ezra. Hu adin leba'im lebet HaKnesset kedei lishmoa shi'ur Torah. Okay. Very. You're not a rabbi. You're coming to hear shi'ur. V'kov'im itim laTorah. They have a time every Thursday night after Arbit Ken shemutarim l'shtot teh or kafeh b'toch bet HaKnesset. They're allowed to. Now you're like a rabbi. V'chen rasha'im le'ashen b'toch bet HaKnesset. Don't do it in the shul. You're allowed to smoke in the shul. In kasher lehem l'shchot zman rav b'lo yishun. Now, Chacham Adiyah, he's going to say this.
Hold on,
Guys. Next one, Dalit. All the things we just said, אין לחלק בין בית הכנסת לבין בית המדרש. בית מדרש, בית כנסת, all the same. Chacham Adiyah is very lenient. Very lenient, Chacham Adiyah. Beit Hai was much more strong.
Then he's saying
on one side.
He's talking about, he kept the dohak, but he's talking about, you just come for a shiur, you're not a rabbi. He's very lenient.
Oh.
שאף בבית המדרש, אין להטיל אכילה או שתייה בעישון סיגריות. In the בית מדרש also, they shouldn't drink, eat, and smoke. ורק תלמידי חכמים ואברכי כוללים רשאים מדוחק, לאכול ולשתות ולעשן, and you know what the brackets say on the bottom? ומכל מקום יש להדהיר, we should explain and clarify, שכל האמור לעיל, everything we said before, הוא מדין קדושת בית הכנסת, ובית המדרש, is only the laws of קדושה בבית הכנסת. אולם, יש מקום לאסור בזמננו את עישון הסיגריות מצד האחר. And then I didn't put the rest of the thing because my father was sitting right next to me. He says, this I told you the halakha is only about the Beit Knesset. But you want to talk about smoking, he has the whole thing, how it's asur to smoke, probably. Forget about Beit Knesset, Bichlal. Yeah, okay.
לא, אבל אין נשמע.
So what I remember that if you're in the shiur and you're learning, you shouldn't be eating at the same time.
I don't know where that came from. Let's see. Okay, guys, ready? Next halakha for Chacham Adiyah. We're almost finished. Asur le'echol v'lishtot b'beit HaKnesset u'beit HaMidrash. Oh, sorry, guys, this is not Chacham Adiyah. What sefer is this? Itai? Yeah, this guy. Thank God for Itai. What sefer is this, guys? What are we reading here? Halakha b'Urah. Who wrote this? The next chief rabbi of Israel wrote this, guys. The next chief rabbi of Israel. Chacham David Yosef. Inshallah. He says, Asur le'echol v'lishtot b'beit HaKnesset u'beit HaMidrash. You cannot eat or drink in the shul or the school or the Beit HaMidrash. V'tamidei hachamim mutarim le'echol b'beit HaKnesset u'beit HaMidrash b'dohak. Same words. V'hainu kegon sheyam. Now he explains what dohak is. Last week Moshe said, what's a dohak? What's a dohak? That's a space dohak. V'hainu kegon sheyam makom dahuk lahem. V'otzlechu lalecha le'echol b'beit HaKnesset v'otzlechu lalecha לאכול בבית הכנסת ובבית המדרש, או כגון שאם לאכול בביתם לאכול יבוא לידי ביטול תורה גדול. Who says this? The Kafar Haim says this. And so, what's a dohak? There's no space. There's not enough room for a big lunchroom. We can't fit all the people in the lunchroom. We have to eat in the shul. Use your imagination. He's not really arguing with his father. He's clarifying more. I don't think he's arguing with his father.
Just sit away from it.
Yeah, Chacham Adiyah. Oh wait, but hold on. Chacham Adiyah said the same thing in the beginning. Chacham Adiyah started with the same halakha. Hold on. Well, minhag Ashkenazim, mutar letamidei hachamim le'echol v'shtot b'beit midrash b'chol anyan. Afilu shlo midohak. Ashkenazim can eat in the shul in the Beit Midrash whatever they want, even not dohak. Why? Because the tur. Guys, you appreciate how deep you're understanding this? Because the Ashkenazim didn't go by the tur. Chacham David Yosef is saying this. ונהגו להקל לשתות מים בבית הכנסת. The custom these days is to drink water in the shul. Who says this? The Hida said this inside the Kaf HaHaim. וכן קפה או תה. The custom is to drink coffee or tea or water in the shul. אף למי שאינו תלמיד חכם, even if you're not a rabbi. ובלבד, provided, שיושב בבית הכנסת ללמוד תורה, that you came to learn.
Not come to pray.
Not pray, learn. Huh? If you came to learn in the shul, you are like a rabbi now. So he's saying the same thing, pretty much the same thing as his father. Last one. יש אומרים שמה שהותר לתלמידי חכמים לאכול ושתות בבית הכנסת דוחק, היינו דווקא בכלל שתייה. Some people say only eating and drinking is allowed for rabbis. ולא בשעת דברים, not other things, כגון לישון, to sleep, או להכניס כלה וכיוצא בזה, or to do different things. ויש חוקים ואומרים שאף שעת דברים הותרו. Some people say no, even other things are allowed. The rabbi can do whatever he wants in the בית מדרש. ונראה שהמקל בזה יש לו מה שיסמוך. A rabbi in the בית מדרש that wants to do anything he wants, he has what to rely. Learning? Yeah, I would say so. Tehillim, I would say. It is all Tehillim. You're right. Hold on.
No, but it's not.
Hold that thought. ומכל מקום,
מה קורה בבית של הסגולה? בבית הסגולה. זה מתכנסת לבית.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
a house shul.
Oh yeah.
A house shul is the shul.
Sometimes they had the Knesset, then you just walk right in it to Beit Knesset.
Yeah. Is the house shul a shul?
What do you mean?
A house shul is a shul? Just because you have a minyan in your house, now I can't drink in there?
Not private house. This house
No,
is dedicated.
No, he's asking a private house.
Oh, private house? I don't know.
I don't know.
The one that's dedicated to
Guys, let's finish. Let's finish.
They do that.
ומכל מקום, הדבר פשוט, שהיינו דווקא דברים שהם צורך גדול לתלמיד חכם. The rabbi should not do anything he wants, only if he needs to. אבל שיחה בטלה, but joking around, ושחוק וקלל ראש וכיוצא בזה אסורים בהחלט, אף לתלמידי חכמים. You don't get a permission to do this just because you're a rabbi. Now, the book ends here, but I have another halakha for you. This is special for Yoshua. Okay, Tishma. Guys, Yariv, listen. This halakha is from Yakut Yosef, Hakam Yitzhak Yosef. So we have the father, the brother, and the other brother. We got the whole triangle. Hakam Yitzhak Yosef says as follows. You ready? Mi shiberach al kafe ote kodem baruch she'amar. Someone made a beracha on drink before baruch she'amar, which means they don't have to make a new beracha because they already made a beracha. V'lo siyam et shtiyat hakafe o ateh. I didn't finish my tea, and I started baruch she'amar and ashrei and yichvod and all this. And I want to continue in middle of praying. Preferably, the best way is not to do this. Maybe drinking is a hefsek, even if it's not talking. Maybe. If you really need to, if you want to drink in the middle of tefillah and you need to, you have what to rely upon. I do because my throat is always bad. B'di'avad, the psak halacha is a ma'aseh is not a hefsek. Hefsek is dibur. A ma'aseh, for example, like we say, if you walk around in your amidah, you decide to take a walk. You go around the block, you come back. You have to start the amidah all over? No, because it's not a hefsek. You shouldn't do it. You should not walk around. But dibur is a hefsek. Ma'aseh is not a hefsek. Not kafe and tea and mayim. Kafe, tea and mayim is mutar. Okay? Yeah, betach. Kafe, tea and mayim. Kafe, tea and mayim bilbad. Okay, now let's see. Hold on. Yoshua, how much we have? Okay, listen.
Let's do kiddush.
I can't. I have to finish it.
No, I mean.
Oh, next. Okay, guys, listen to the bottom. I don't have the power, Beza. I don't have the power. Listen to the bottom of the halakha, on the bottom. Hine, Im ma'aseh hashiv hefsek or lo. There's a mahloket. If ma'aseh, an action, is considered a breaking or tefillah, or it has to be speech, or the action is called a hefsek. From the words of Rashi, it seems the ma'aseh bin beracha lemitzvah hefsek. Doing something without speaking is a hefsek and breaks your beracha, according to Rashi. Ach, מדברי הסמ"ג בספר התרומה, משמע דאין מעשה חשיב כהפסק. The other poskim holds מעשה is not a hefsek, which means you did a drink, or maybe you sent a text message to someone, or you typed, or you wrote something down. מעשה, Baruch She'amar, you're not a hefsek. Just keep going. You can say yishtabach. Defeat the other ones. So it's mahloket. That's she and the other ones. Manav Shulchan Aruch hevi dibirei hasmag ve'aturuma v'dibirei halokim alehem. Manav Shulchan Aruch seems to hold the mashma dibdi'abad miha ma'aseh shemafsik ben abechal mitzvah lo hashiv hefsek de'utzach lahazor ve'lemelech hazeh kivan de'lo nafka miplukta. Since we don't know the answer, it seems that Manav Shulchan Aruch holds that a ma'aseh, an action, is not going to break your beracha. You keep going. It's okay. It's you shouldn't do it, lechatechila, but if you did it, you keep going.
I think that probably America is different from Israel. I don't think
Okay. 1 second. רגע, יהושע. ובספר שדה הארץ החמיא בזה. Guys. Come on. Guys, listen. In the Sefer Sedeh Ha'aretz, he's strict. Ach b'Sefer Pekat Yosef Yedid, the Ma'aseh lo hashiv hefsek. So we have mahloket. Some people hold an action breaks your tefillah, and action doesn't break your tefillah. Ve'al kol panim, hadabar barur shelechatechila asur le'afsik ben tefillin shel yad letefillin shel rosh b'shum ma'aseh. I feel bili dibur. If it's like we said a long time ago, between the yad and the rosh tefillin, you can't do anything, even not dibur, anything. Because you're going to forget what you're doing. No one holds, if I put my tefillin shel yad and then I go and I made myself a cup of tea, I didn't say a word, and then I put my rosh on, you don't have to make another beracha. Nobody holds this, so it's not a hefsek. Chayil talks about this, calls it he talks about all this. The proper thing to do is not to drink the tea or the coffee in the middle. But you can argue. Over here it should be more lenient. I'm not making a hefsek between the blessing. The speaking between Bezukei the Zemra is much more lenient than speaking inside of the tefillin and yad rosh. It seems if you don't need to drink, you don't need it.
So this
Don't do it.
this is up until you stop up.
That's what he's saying now. Hold on. If you need to drink, then you can be lenient and drink. For sure, according to this pshat, there's a massive mahloket. If you're allowed to write in the middle of tefillah, is writing called dibur. Same mahloket also is if someone writes hayom shenayim u'shoshim yom la'omer, he writes it. Can he say that with a beracha? I didn't say it. I wrote it. Is kitiva? Is writing called speaking? Massive mahloket.
And it's not upset. You have to sing.
Alma del ma'aseh lo hashib kedibur. We see from here, a ma'aseh is not speaking. Drinking is not the same as speaking. V'chen da'at maran avi. And this is the opinion of my father, Acham Vadia. So therefore, drinking in tefillah, if you don't need to drink, it's better not to do it. But if you need to, my voice is always dry. My throat is always dry, and I have to read, and so I do it. But it's not for everybody. If you don't need it, thank you. Thank you.
So what about from yourself?
I would think it's the same thing.
Yeah?
I would think so.
I could
be wrong.
I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
להבדיל אלף הבדלות.
No.
בבית משפט, you can go drink over there coffee.
Where?
I don't know.
In
a courthouse.
Go down.
Where else you can
You
drink?
drink coffee.
You drink coffee, you in the court.
Yeah, you can drink coffee. They have water on the table all the time.
כל שכן, בית אלוהים. שאסור לשתות שם, אסור לדבר, אסור לשחוק, אסור לדבר בטלפון.
This is not a courthouse. You come into your father's house.
Yeah,
That's the answer. If I went to the courthouse 3 times a day, every single day, my whole life, maybe I would.
בעיה אנשים, the people, חס ושלום, אסור לזלזל.
You're right. And you saw the word the Ben Ish Chai.
לשמור על קדושת הבית כנסת.
The Ben Ish Chai was very strong, but however, if people do something, ויש להם מה שיסמוך, אין גואלים מהם.
But it's also the whole thing about the idea is to respect the Knesset. Right? So
Yeah.
if the custom now is that it's okay, it's respectable.
Right, that's
Right.
true. The Kaf HaChaim and the Chida, right, this is the custom. They're Sfaradim. They're right. The custom is that they drink wine in the Beit Knesset. What can I tell you? Anyway, it's
מים you can drink. אתה יכול לשתות מים.
Why? What's the difference?
זה אותו דבר.
אתה חזן, לא,
Oh, me personally?
לא, כל אחד. מישהו חזן והוא נחנק, אז
Yeah.
לשתות מים.
If I wasn't
אבל
Chazan,
לתחילה, או ללכת, לעלות למעלה, לעשות קפה, כן? ואחרי זה לבוא, לשתות קפה באמצע התפילה, זה אסור.
no, זה לא אסור. זה נכון, no, his words. לכתחילה נכון שלא לעשות זה, but it's not אסור. Let's be careful with the word. He doesn't say it's אסור. ברוך אדוני לעולם, אמן ואמן, רבי חנן בן קשיא אומר, ועשה הקדוש ברוך הוא לכבוד את ישראל, לפיכך, בא להם תורה מצוות שנאמר, אדוני חפץ למען, אצל כל יהדות תורה וידיד.